Hi guys, George here, and I'm going to bring to you the second segment of Blockbusting in Bokruisk solo play. This will be the second segment, and next week or the week after that, I hope to wrap it up and see where this can take us. Now, I'm just going to do this live and take 30 to 45 minutes. I already started a log file, and let's see where I was at. I believe I was at the end of the German turn 3. Let's see. Let's confirm that. At the end of German turn 3. So we'll commence Russian turn 4. Ooh. So change the phase wheel to rally phase. Now I already turned on that little special button just to the right of show hide and deluxe overlays, and it brings to your attention everything that is broken. So since it's the Russian turn 4, you want to do your MMC rallies first, self rallies, MMC self rallies. Well, actually, repairs first. So let's do repairs. We have a LMG there. We need to repair it with a 1D6. And it's a 6. Um, so this LMG goes to the dustbin. Uh, Allied. There you go. Or you simply can remove it. And this is where my self rally will be. Uh, the uh, the hero cannot rally that unit, so it's a self rally. He's not in rally terrain, so he'll need 3 or less. Does not make it, and we want to leave the DM on so he can continue to route. Uh, Moving on to regular rallies, we have a leader here that's broken. He too is not in rally terrain. His broken morale is a 9, so he needs an 8 or less to get up and running. Let's put that rally button there. Oh, 10, darn it. Nobody rallies there. Oh well. Here, this guy is wounded, so and he's in rally terrain, so his broken morale is actually 8. So let's see if he rallies. Nope. Not turning out pretty well for the Russian player. And here we have a squad, and it's not a self rally, so he needs an 8 or less. And he makes it. Jeez. Now, the German rallies. All right. We have a squad there that's under DM. So ordinarily a 3. Rally terrain makes it a 4. And Wagner's DRM makes it a 5 or less. So we'll try and rally that fellow. Rally, rally, rally. 6. Let's do that again. 3 for desperation. 4 for rally terrain. 5. One too many. But his DM can come off because he's not adjacent to any enemy unit. There you go. And then we have a self-rally below there, which is an 8. Cruise can self-rally. And rally? Well, he rallies, but break, rally, break. Rallies, but he's not subject to heat of battle because he's a crew. So it doesn't look too well for the Russian player here. Looks like it's going to be a very short game. All right, so we can turn off those reminders of where the broken units are, and we shall commence. Looks like for turn 4A, the Russian player will be stuck again trying to break some units. Yeah. Now, all of a sudden, this fellow here does not have any targets here. This one will be a hard to kill. So he'll target the AT gun. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hexes away. Get your little red charts at 8 hexes away, and don't forget the Russian player is using the red 2 kill numbers. And we want to fire an infantry target type, which is nearly impossible because at that it's a base 6, and we have to add a +3 for the TEM. So we're going to try and fire there at area target type, which will affect our prisoners as well. It will affect the entire hex at half firepower. However, CVPs are not part of the game. So we're going to declare 7 area target type and 7 to roll, 7 to hit. There's no TEM. The TEM will be added to our IFT table. All right, 7 to hit. Let's roll into hit table. Boom. No, 8, but his acquisition, flip it, and it goes there. And we didn't get any rate. He can't fire. Hey, we forgot to rally these guys. So Mueller needs a 4 less. Rally. No. His DM comes off though. Oh boy. So what do we got there? Heat prep fired. Alright, so we'll fire the this unit here to there. So we'll fire the MGs first, which is a 6 up 3. 6 IFT plus 3. Put it in the log. Let's roll. 8, 9, 10, 11. Nothing there. Let's put the prep fire right next to him so we can see what's going on. Now we'll fire our main armament. So the main armament to there is buttoned up. So we'll fire in the infantry target type, which is an 8. IFT, oh no, 8 ITT. +1 for being buttoned up. And +3 for TEM. Makes it a 4 to hit. Rolls an 8. Misses. And his AC is a D. We'll just clone that. Change the label to a D. And put it there on the bottom. Now there is a difference between the top level hex and the bottom level hex. And a situation came up in one of my games where the tank first fired its main armament as area target type. Then he selected the top floor to fire his coax and bow machine guns. And the question there that arose was, did he lose his acquisition? Because technically he's firing in the same hex. He had both units as his targets. Now the other unit becomes a subset of the first target. Maybe MMP can shed some clarity on that one. We'll see. It's a good question and has never come up before. Well, as we say here in Quebecois, ziggy doo. The 152 here can fire as well, trying his hand at knocking these guys out, but he's low ammo. This fellow cannot fire. He has to jet from the scene, and that's a truck. All right, so we'll try and do a 2-hit there. Let's roll first. I'll tell you what the number is, and I'll tell you then if he hit or not. Let's see. Let's roll. 4. We roll the axis SCEN. Now, did he hit? Let's do the exercise. First of all, I don't have to worry about it running out of ammunition or breaking down. Ordinarily, firing on the infantry target type, the lower level, it would have been 8 to hit. Guys, I think we got a good hit there. 8 infantry target type. +1 for being buttoned up, and +3 for TEM. Would need a 4 to hit. He hit. And that makes it, ladies and gentlemen. Now we move that, we shift that act to the other place. Let's flip it over and put it in the lower hex. There you go. We'll put the prep just beside the tank so we know that this guy fired. 152. Jeez. 152 is a 30. A 30. A 30. No TEM here. So 30 IFTs, that's how I log it into the Vaso log, as you can see here. 30 IFT plus 0. So here's how I log it in the log file, 30 IFT plus 0. Let's roll it and see what happens. This is an important shot, guys. All right. 6 on the 30 table. It's a K4. It's a K4. What else is it? Because don't forget, this is a 150 shot. So when you consult this guide here, or the actual M&P official chart, a 6 on the 30 table, and you look at the notes, original FTDR causes a P-flame creation, so we don't have to worry about that. Original concentrated HE-FFE, aerial bomb effects DR reduces minefield strength by 1 column AP or 1 factor AT. So none of that. Luckily we didn't rubble the building because we want to take it. And rubble is rubble, I suppose, but it's a K4. It's a K4. So that fellow, we don't have to worry about the AT gun anymore. He goes into the pile, Axis casualty bin. There you go. Don't forget the SCEN, German SCEN. Where the heck is the SCEN? There! Darn it! All right, direction and distance. 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could not have gone into a better place. So lower TEM, either one. And got to give the favor to them. So he prep fired. Does he have any LMGs? Yeah, but you have to. It's an AA gun. He fired. Let's take care of the SCEN. And top to bottom, there's 4 units there. The first one being the leader. 1, 2, 3, 4. Luckily, the highest roll incurs the SCEN, and a 1 kind of breaks the eliminates SMC, dummy stock, sniper, stuns, and recalls crew, breaks MMC. It's just broken before. So we got a broken unit there. Right. What else did we have to check there? Oh, is the AT gun limited? I don't think so. Not with a K. I think we need a KIA. I'll double check the rules later. Heat prep fired, heat prep fired. And in the last session, I forgot that these guys could fire there. How did I forget that? Getting old, George. So we got here a 16 up 3. A 16 up 3. Yeah, we'll do that. So 16 IFT plus 3. I can't believe I'm doing this shot instead of moving. Oh well, let's do it. They don't cower, they were with the leader. He didn't have a negative. That's a 4 and a 16. That's another good shot. That's another good shot. It's a K3. Okay, so they did not cower. They were with a leader with a 0 modifier. All right, so again, we do a random selection, top to bottom, leader and 2 MMCs, 1, 2, 3. Bottom unit casualty reduces. So that guy half squads. And come on, where is it? Half squads. Phone it. One half squad goes into the casualty bin. Axis, casualty bin. Everybody else takes a 3 morale check, starting with the leader. So he needs a 5 or less. He wounds. Wound check. He's a goner. And then 4 or less for the 2 remaining squads. Breaks. And breaks. Actually, what did I roll on that one? I rolled a 10. So this fellow here, he also ELR'd. Both of them ELR'd and broke. ELR, heat of battle, ELR, and break. This fellow ELR'd and broke. Now do they take a leader loss morale check? Well, at the time, and that's how I've been playing it previously, so I'm going to be consistent. At the time that the leader wounded, he was a 7 morale. So I'm not going to give him a leader loss morale check. And these guys, well, actually, it did happen to those folks. They rolled 4s, so the MGs did not have a rate, so they just prep fired. Prep fire marker, put it just on top of the leader, boom. Well, golly gee. Golly gee. Hmm. How fluid can the situation get here? Um, Very fluid, I suppose. Sometimes you need to pause and reflect on what's going on and ask yourself, okay, what else am I going to do? Let's not forget that the name of the game here is movement. All right, let's move on to movement. And the way we're going to move is This fellow here will salt move to there. Oh, that fellow didn't rally. So, and the leader did not grab the MG. So he's under DM now. The unit on top cannot see him. This fellow is going to roll a 1d6 to see how many movement points he's going to lose to move under the wire. 3. Can he move under the wire? I guess by going CX. There you go. All right. These fellows are going to assault move to there. Oh, we have to move this guy off the board right off the bat. And technically, he should be crew exposed. And we gotta move him like so. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8.5. Gotta zoom out. 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10.5, 11, 11.5, 12, 12.5, 13, 13.5. He's out of the game. Okay, let's zoom back in. That truck is going to expend 1/4 of his movement points. So 15 times 0.25 is fractions rounded up is 4 movement points. Okay, 4 movement points, and they're out of the truck for 1, 2, 3, 4, late CX 5. Okay, Nemov gonna move 1.5 to there. Now they have 5 portage points. It's a multi-man counter stuck with an MMC, and we have a little chart here that tells us how much movement points they have. A4, your red charts, and 5 portage points. You have an MMC with a leader. You have 5 movement points. So technically they can mount. So looking at rule delta 6.4, what I did there was legal, and it took 1.5 movement points to move into that grain. And I have 5 movement points, and then another movement factor actually to board the vehicle. So that makes it 2.5. So 5 minus 2.5 is 2.5. 2.5. And the vehicle retains 1/4 of its movement point allotment for use in that movement point for each movement factor remaining in the infantry to board it. So it doesn't talk about fractions rounded up or fractions rounded down, but I guess what I can interpret from movement factor, a movement factor is a 1, not half of movement factor. So there's two movement points left for each. There is for each movement factor, it retains a quarter of its movement points. So therefore, I suppose that it still has half of its movement points. So half of 15 is 7.5, and we can move it and see how far we can take it, and not more than 7 movement points. So to moving grain, a truck, here's grain, it costed 5. So we'll go 5 to there. Oh, 1 to start, 1 to start. Oops, 1 to start. Plus 5, that makes it 6, and it stays in motion. Because it would need another 4 to go onto the road from an open ground hex or a non-road hex. So we covered that. That's pretty nifty. These boys, ordinarily I would say, let's put them there. And I'll do that because you can leave him there and offer him a choice between this hex and that hex, or put him there and make him think about it. Oh no, I already moved them. Okay, great. Now there's pretty much nobody left that can guarding this section. And this guy here, the half squad, has a greater unit, a greater size unit. He's guarding a greater size unit than himself, so he pretty much can't do anything. So this fellow can try and go kaboom to there. The only joker I'm scared of is this fellow here and that fellow there. And if he wants to draw a line of sight to this hex, let's eyeball it for a second. Does this fellow here have a line of sight to there? That's pretty close. I think it's going to clip the building. And does this fellow have line of sight to there? It's pretty close. It might clip the building. So I'm thinking of taking that engineer here for 2, 3, and 4 to try and pick up another demo charge. Do we feel daring? I think I do. All right, so 1 to there. He's going to try and fire there. All right, let's do the LOS check. Blocked. He still has to take the shot. So let's do it on the IFT shot. He kept right with heavy. So now what happens is go first fire, inherit firepower only. Good. Here to there. I'm not going to try bothering because I want to. Well, he can retain great and then fire back there. Oh, he doesn't even have a shot. All right. Second level dude. Risk getting exposed, and then this guy might be able to fire. Let's save it. 1 to there. 2. Tries to pick up the DC for 1. Let's see. Anything but a 6 gets the DC. Now there's only a LMG lying on the ground. All right, this fellow is going to go this way. 1 in bypass. 2 bypassing C7. 3 and 4. We'll follow the same route. Actually, 1, 2 in bypass, 3, 4 there. This fellow is going to expend 1/4 of his movement factors to unload his passengers. I'm thinking the squad can ultimately move into uh, into the woods there. Okay, so he has 1/4 of his movement factors left, which would be, oh, he has 3/4 because he expended 1/4 to unload. Okay, 3/4 times 0.75, so he has 10.5 movement factors left. 10. Let's round it down to 10. 10. Starts for 1. Oops. Unconceal. Starts for 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to stop. And now, despite some casualties, I would say that uh, the Germans might be in a bit of a pickle. Yeah, the Germans seem to be in a bit of a pickle. So it looks like I finished my movement onto the German defensive fire, and we'll try and eliminate the leader. So here to there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So let's do the two-hit calculation there, the two-hit calculus, as we like to say. So we're going to use 8 infantry target type plus 1 for buttoned up. Is it 8 at 7 hexes away? Should know it off by heart by now. It's 7. Backtrack on that. 7 to hit. 7 plus 1 for buttoned up. Plus 1 for TEM. He's in the woods. And my AC is a -2. -2 AC. Cancels everything out. So it's a pure 7 to hit. To hit. 10. Good shooting. Good shooting. He final fired. This guy does not have a leg to stand on against him. These guys are pretty much toast. And I don't think he has lost to anybody in the position he's in. We'll keep those guys concealed. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Advancing fire. Is there any point of firing at them at 4 up 3? And they'll have to rout in any case. And the leader most likely will have to rout as well. So there's no point. These guys will have to rout. So really, ain't going to happen. So let's go to rout. We can clean up the board, make it nice and clean, remove all moves, remove all prep fire, remove all depth fire. Right on. So let's rout. These guys have to rout. And they're just going to pick up the LMG, MMG, 3 portage points, leader, rout back into that building without taking the concealment counter with them. There you go. These boys will just have to rout back to there, for 2. They see this guy, and they can continue routing down to there. And we'll just put the second level there. and put their DM right on top of them. Good shooting, guys. These boys can now route back to there, but don't forget the hero is not broken, so he's not routing. And he can continue routing to there, I suppose. And one unit is not under DM. Yep, let's leave it like that. Oh, question is here, can he route to there? He no longer sees these fellows, but technically I think that would be cheating because ultimately when he broke here, he was aware of those units there, but he still has to go to the nearest woods, which is there. I'll put him there. If anybody disagrees with that assessment, let me know. But technically as well, I don't know why his DM marker came up. Okay. So that's road phase, advance phase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Brinsky. Let's leave Brinsky alone for a second. Let's put these guys here over there, the bottom level, or better yet there. And then this fellow here will have upper level encirclement. These guys will each go like this, and the flamethrower will go there with the CX marker. This unit will go here. This unit will go in there. Okay, let's clean it up a little bit and see if we can muster. Yes, two. Okay. Dexterity issues, guys. Let's put them there. Okay. Sorry about those distractions. Okay, we have a whole bunch of things there. All right, these units will go into there. Put the second level counter on top. This unit, this AT gun goes on the bottom. This fellow is on top of there with this there. And then Lukov goes there. This fellow with the LMG goes there. The question is, do we advance him into the wire? We cannot overstack there because that would be suicidal. If we move him here, we don't want to give this fellow an opportunity to do a 4 or a 2 down 1. So ultimately, we will move him down to here with the prospect of moving him in this direction and being the second arm of this wonderful advance, which practically has faltered so far, and there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 Soviet turns left. So come Labor Day, I'm going to continue the scenario and see what the outcome is. So far, it looks kind of iffy as to where everybody's going to go. But let's continue with close combat. Remove all moves. See if we have any concealment gains. Technically, these guys might be able to conceal. They have to roll for it. These guys may be able to conceal. They'll have to roll for it. And the same thing for here. So I'm pretty sure the Stug doesn't see them. So let's see if they can conceal. Here, nope. And here, top to bottom, you can conceal. Adding 2, yep, adding 1 to the dice roll, yeah, I think you can conceal. Not this guy. Second guy, 2, I think they can all conceal. Could be wrong. This guy, nope. This guy, they have to add 1 to their concealment dice roll. Let's see, top to bottom. I think so, and I definitely don't think so. Boy, I don't want to challenge his. I don't want to get his loss challenged, so I'll leave him alone. These guys are not good orders, so they cannot conceal. This guy can definitely be seen by him. So that's the end of Soviet turn 4, and it took me a whopping 41 minutes to do one player turn. It doesn't go fast, guys, with all the math that's involved. I guess I could be faster. And then I did a couple of rulebook dives. I may have gotten some things wrong. We'll see. Shout out to Spotting Round. They made me aware that the BVP values are in the RAD charts, as well as the other MMP charts. And they're over here under national capabilities. And you have the BVP value for full and half squads right down these columns. Interesting facts. Now I don't need to use an atomic or an electronic microscope to view the BPV value of units. That was my replay for today. I thank George, wake up. I thank all the subscribers, new and the fellows that have been with me since the beginning. Thank you for encouraging me to do these videos. And the next video up will be the conclusion of Bokruisk. And then I'm going to have a couple of tips and tactics that will be pretty interesting for everyone. Again, I hope you enjoyed this replay. And constructive feedback is always welcome. Take care, guys. Have a happy Labor weekend, everybody in Canada and the United States. And across the world. Take care. Bye. For now.